Hi Poopsies, thank you for joining me today on this pick a card. Tarot reading session. I love you all so much. You are loved and you are very special to me. My beautiful angel souls. Card 1 is this necklace chain. Card 2 is this angel like you, angel, aqua, aura, quartz, angel, aqua, aura, quartz. It's my favorite crystal. And numero tres is this lovely, warm, glowing Tealight candle. So if you'd like to book your own tarot reading with me, you could go on my website, Bomboni.com, and if you're new, 10% off code Tony and 20% off Tony too, if you've booked before. Thank you. Let's begin with card number 1. We've picked card number 1. In evolution, I feel like you're moving on to something greater. The death of the old self, the death of the old you. I often, in my readings, have a comparison to this card of a snake or a lizard shedding its own skin, just as this skull and bones shed. You see, it's kind of like removing away from itself and exposing what's behind the cape. And I think this maybe was not a pleasant experience, perhaps for you. Perhaps you didn't like that you had to go through such an ordeal. However, I'm suddenly drawn to these 2 circles here in the corners. You see these 2 circles, this and this. And then there's a circle in the back. And it's like you tried to conceal the 3rd thing. Look how they grimace and they almost can't bear the truth. They can't face to bear the truth. See, this person is hand on their head. Something like you no longer needed to go through that. What may have seemed like bad luck to you at one point or another is no longer. I'm suddenly drawn to the 13 here and the flower next to it. It's like there's goodness even in death. The death of the old self is a beautiful experience. And maybe this is your 3rd time going through it, but the 3rd time you had a a time where that third time is where you truly got rid of that old self. Like third time's the lucky charm. Like usually they say 3 times is the lucky charm, right? And you finally got rid of what is not good for your highest self. That's what I'm picking up. I'm even seeing the fire over the flower. It looks like the flower is on fire. I think also burning away what we once believed. Someone said something to us and we took it to heart so truthfully. We thought it was the truth. So we needed to go through that cycle. Circle is often portrayed as a cycle. So the cycle happened to go through you 3 times. Because it wasn't enough the first or the second time. And now you finally got it. And you're finally free. However, I think there's an attachment here. Perhaps an attachment to money. Maybe a lot of you may be thinking of, how can I do more? How can I make more? How can I be better? Again, notice those 2 circles in the corners. It will continue this cycle for years to come unless you find a way to release the thought hold, the burden of wanting more. I think you just have to be okay with what you have now and to just truly, and I mean truly, let it go. Be in harmony with what you have now. See, because when she has what she wants, her hand, her finger is still not completely on the pentacle. She's still hesitant and she hasn't even grabbed it with both hands. One hand is in her lap because she wants to work on herself. She realizes as she looks down in admiration at the pentacle she's holding, but she's also blushing and closing her eyes, mostly. This is not what she really wanted. She's tilting her head and leaning to the left, indicating that she's looking to the past. So, just as how her hair has grown big, strong, and beautiful, she's outgrown the old wants and needs. When we're children, we often dream, I'm going to have a big house. I'm going to have a big fancy car and a husband and everything. And all my friends are going to be jealous of me. And then she gets there and she's horrendously miserable. I don't need to say any more. You understand, don't you? So be careful what you really are wishing on. God is always listening to you, so be careful. I think you will get on the other side and have a bright, brilliant, beautiful knowledge of what things really should be like, of how well things should really flow in your life. I believe that once you accomplish this understanding of how it all works, things will just flow to you much easier. Even though you still may be broken at times, this fairy is crying after all. But But sometimes there's healing in crying, and you actually heal the world when you cry. Did you know this? Angels don't cry for no reason at all. Do you ever see those statues of angels crying? Even light angelic beings cry. They cry for us. There has to be a release, a filtering of pain so that it can heal. There is water in tears, water that allows wildlife and flowers and plants to grow and thrive. So sometimes your crying is actually healing someone else. Did you know this? Well, next time you cry, not only are your angels with you, but you're actually healing this world in your crying. Because if we continue to walk around everywhere we go holding it in instead of releasing, guess what you're doing? You're almost selfish. You're stubborn in your ways. And I know this hurts to hear, but that's my reading and my style. I always am very stern and very raw, real, and honest. And I feel you're ready to hear this, so it's okay to cry. Whether you're a man or a woman or neutral, it is okay to cry. It is okay to cry. I'm going to say it again. It is okay to cry. You need to cry. Crying is healing. You are releasing centuries of guilt through your ancestors. Did you also know this? Sometimes you just need to walk into church and cry. That church can be your own home. You can make your own home, your own sanctuary. I think this pick a card one was very deep and meaningful. But let's see what you need to cry over. Let's continue. Shuffle the cards. Pick a card one. What does pick a card one need to cry over and heal? I might actually add overlay music to this. A man that thought highly of himself. That's who you need to cry over. Pray on them. Wish them well. Wish them well, I repeat. Wish them well. Because what's in a well? Water. Do you really want to scoop up buckets and pails of someone else's water in your well when they themselves have filthy, murky water in their well? I think not. So when you wish them well, you not only favor and bless them, but you favor and bless yourself. Perhaps they took your money. Perhaps they took what was yours. But you are the queen, they are only the knight, so you can restore what was lost. You don't need to depend on them or worry of what they took from you. You can be such a blessing in your own life. You have no idea. What someone took from you is not forever lost. You will need time to heal. You will need time to regrow your garden. The garden they stole, they maybe took your money in a court visit or some similar scenario. You're still emotional about it. You're still grieving. Again, the number 3 shows up in the corner here. See that? There's no jokes here. 0, 3. Maybe this is the 3rd time this happened to you again. 3 times is the blessing. It's a lucky charm. Good and bad happens in 3. So this 3rd time that happened to you is going to bring about so many miracles for you. You have not a single clue yet. I think you are not seeing right now. I see the North Node. If you know anything about astrology, that's on her heart over her chest. There's the North Node here. If any of you are into astrology, whatever that means to you, North Node over your heart. What does that mean? Maybe that doesn't mean anything, but I didn't say it for no reason at all, did I? Healing will take place. That's what I think God is speaking to me right now about that. The Hermit. Yes, this was meant to occur. They were meant to leave your life because you need to be alone. I feel a lot of blessed high vibrations in this reading. I think this reading is a deeper sense of meaning and understanding. That this needed to occur because you would have never evolved staying with them. They would have only spoke about themselves. They would have only talked about themselves. They would have only done things on the action based on themselves. Let's say they say, honey, where do you want to go eat tonight? They will manipulate the conversation into a way where it's self-serving, into where they end up going to the place that they actually wanted, and they'll make it seem as if they didn't want to go there. Do you see what I'm saying? They'll ask you, but they won't care anyway. Do you want to go eat at this sushi place, or do you want to go eat at Chinese? I don't really like the sushi place. Let's go to Chinese. And then you almost pull up to the parking lot. Oh, it's so full. The parking lot is full. Let's go to the sushi place. But honey, there's a parking space there. Oh, I didn't see it. Self-serving. I think you need to let go of the concept of people even being this way and just focus on you, honey, because this is what clearly they're telling me. You've been through that type of ordeal for so long that I think you've had it more than enough, and you understand why you need to be alone right now. Stop letting others influence your decision making and tell you that you need to be married to someone. Enough of that toxic thought. That's all. Thank you, card 1. If you picked card number 2, the Aqua Aura Quartz Crystal, and I just want to take a moment in time now to hold this in my hand and meditate upon this session. Yesterday I was putting my hands up, and I do this every day now. I put my palms facing upwards to the sunlight, and I just imagine the sunlight's energy going to my hands, and it feels so good. So I'm just wanting to charge this crystal now with this sunlight energy and send it your way and point it your way. Take deep breaths with me. there is knowledge, hidden knowledge in the sun that they don't want us to know. Hidden information they've been holding back from us for years. I want you to acquire that knowledge now. Let's see. You deserve to be blessed with this wisdom. Okay, so it feels like you don't have enough time anymore. It feels like I have to go pick up the children from class, from soccer practice. I have to go eat lunch. Let me stop by this Panera Bread really quick. Oh no, their parking lot is full and there's a hour wait time to get in, and then, oh no. I could go on and on. It's stressing me to even say it, to be honest with you. I feel stressed. Picking up on this vibe, you need to make time. But most of all, stop focusing on needing to make time. Just exist. Cut something out that is taking maybe 15 minutes too long out of your morning. Do you really need to spray 3 layers of hairspray every morning? Do you really need to style your hair the same way every day? I got this great advice recently that says, let's say you have, goodness, let's say you have 100 clients to see every month. It comes to a point where either A, you need to revolutionize your business where others can work on your behalf, or you stop giving the same caring, quality, time, and effort to every single person. Why not do that to your best customers? Do you see what I'm saying? If you're a salesperson, maybe take time for you when you get home instead of just always concerning yourself about what others are doing. Do you really need to talk to your friend for an hour every day? That's a perfect thing to cut, or at least shorten. If they're really going through a lot, I know we need to be love and experience love on this planet, but perhaps 15, 30 minutes instead of an hour. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you need to cook luxury meals for your family every day? Is it okay to just go through the drive-thru once in a blue while? Stop prioritizing needs and wants. Prioritize you, because you need time, because it goes fast. I feel like you just got rid of some huge dilemmas, maybe at work, their coworkers. Could even be family for a very small percent of you. This has been going on for a while and you finally got over it. I think you're now able to move on. I see a lot of like corporate world for a lot of you, like coworkers, drama with coworkers, and it's finally over. And you can move on. If not very, very soon. And because of this, I think you are rewarded more. You may get extra bonus money. I'm seeing maybe the stimulus check for a lot of you could also be a bonus pay at work or bonus benefits. Even unemployment. It may not be as much as you desire or imagine, but I do believe it will be sufficient and enough at the very least to get you by. But I have a feeling most of you are doing pretty well. It's just a matter yeah, we all need money in this world, and more of it definitely couldn't hurt any of us, because it's a transfer of energy, and usually we give our money, and it's like everyone needs money, even if you are quite wealthy. You do have bonus coming your way, though. And so because of that bonus, maybe that will save you time. That will save you conflicts at work and home. Now I can afford to go through the drive-thru or get takeout instead of cooking all the time, right? Something like that. It will save you time and money. Let's see more into this in depth. Work, family situation, money, and time. For pick a card number 2. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. Let's see what's going on. Yes. Funny that the cards were all downright and reverse. Downright. I don't know if that's the right word, but upright. They were all downright and now they're upright. See? So, like, upright is this, downright is this. Yeah. So, I immediately get the impression of like royalty or like a priest or something, like somewhere in the could you be your boss, like someone higher up. I mean, again, they could like have importance and power, and they have a listening ear, someone guiding them very closely. See this poopsie on his shoulder, this cute little poopsie. That's symbolic of guidance, but also, see, they're holding the sword tightly. They have a power and a control in this world. Their beard is big and abundant and healthy. They have life force and a lot of vigorous energy. Like they have so much to give. And I think you're channeling your inner power. This is actually you. Oh my goodness. I think you're going to probably get a raise and be of a higher, upgraded platform and position. Channel that. Imagine yourself that. Visualize yourself having that. You feeling and treating yourself like royalty. You're probably going to experience some setbacks, something that claws you back. Maybe the bonus money you earned this month was taken from you, or a huge chunk. To fight that, I think you need to have so much confidence and faith that you give regardless. There are so many people in need right now. Give the clothes that you don't wear. Give even just 5% of all the money you've saved aside in a bank. That will show that you're not just being stingy, you're not just here to gain, that the setbacks do not hold you back or claw you back anymore. They don't bring you down any longer. They don't have power, gain, force, control, or influence over you in your life anymore. You are a strong, royal knight. And priestess for women. Some of you men need to channel your inner lady. Oh, honey, don't act all high and mighty. We all have feminine and masculinity. Channel your goddess. It's in you. And for women, channel your goddess some more. something to do with feminine power. It's high and mighty time that men stop making more money than the women do. That men get treated with more respect than women do. Women, to be a woman, is the almightiest thing you could ever be in this universe. She holds the power in secret. She doesn't show off. She doesn't boast about it, but she holds high in herself because she knows her worth. Amen. So that's the type of energies you're going to be around. It feels like this coming month to 2 months into May. Thank you, card number 2. Now if you have chosen, pick a card 3. This lovely, warm, and yellow Tealight candle. This is the guided message for you. Interesting. Wow. I'm picking up on a lot here. I'm seeing some of you are probably called to service or duty of some form. Called to be of service to someone, of duty to someone. You need to go and do it. Someone's inviting you somewhere to a party, celebratory event. Please go. It's necessary for you to go. Part of you is probably holding back from attending. Probably has a wish this never happened. You were never invited. You never had to attend. It's almost as if you have no choice but to go and do this thing. Don't go because of gain. Go because of your self-development. Go because you want to go. At the end of the day, no one can tell you what to do. But it almost feels like you just have to. You're just called to go. Maybe it feels intimidating. Maybe it feels like it tipped the scales of balance, like the scales she's holding. Just go. It's something new that you've never done. You need to do it. Maybe you're going to see an X there. Maybe you're worried about who you're going to see there. You don't know anyone there. They're complete and total strangers. Try not to hold so tightly onto the memories of the past. Maybe past negative encounters you've had while you were there. Maybe you've been there before and you have to go again. I think it will be more beautiful, rewarding, and adventurous than you can imagine. You will get something out of this, but I believe you are having negative feelings toward this thing, toward your attendance there. Maybe you don't feel welcome there. You don't feel encouraged or promoted enough to go there. Maybe you feel you don't deserve to step foot there, or you're not being paid enough to go there, something to that effect. Whatever this location is, you have to go somewhere and do something of importance. It feels very high up and important. It's a meaningful service, duty, and opportunity. And there is a great reward at the end of the tunnel for this, for your practice, for rehearsing. Maybe it's like a rehearsal for some of you, studying for something, but you're scared. You're just living in a fear right now. Could be you don't want to be around people because of this world situation. You are safe, okay? You will get a monetary gain for your presence in this location. Again, it feels like higher up, like someone who loves to serve humanity. I think a higher calling is calling you to attend as well, to meet new people and be around new experiences, and you might get an idea from someone, like a man or a very masculine energy person. Like I said, we all have different energies, but someone is really calling your attendance, calling for you to come, summoning you to go somewhere that you need to be. Your presence is needed in this place. You are giving your light to this world. You're not here for no reason. You are not here to just be alone. You are of such a huge influence and importance, and you need to attend. Stop making excuses. Stop feeling sorry for what happened years ago. Go. Do it. When you go, your fear will drop away and subside. That's what's been pushing you back, holding you away for so long. What more do we need to know? Dear guidance, dear God, dear loving, abundant, harmonious God, universe, I love you so much. I love my poopsies watching. Guide my beautiful poopsie angels. Thank you. Deliver the message. Thank you. A lot of similar cards to pick a card 2, perhaps. Pick a card 1, I think, was it? If you had the Hermit and the Empress, whatever, maybe they were all the bigger cards. There's something connected here. Maybe some of you were watching all of them, most likely, and that's why I get mixed messages. But nothing wrong with that, because, well, it's not a mixed message, it's just events in your life tend to leak over into other influences, and that's okay. So it's no coincidence here. Yes, once you go, the result of going will allow you to be fearless even at work. Even in career, even in making money, you will make more money. Because of this, you will get priceless knowledge. You'll be inspired perhaps to go back to school, to improve your education, to improve your resume in the long-term scheme of things. Maybe you meet a businessman or woman and they inspire you with their mighty fearlessness, right? I think it will really help you bring life into your life. Sometimes we have a life, but we're dead. So, yeah, you have been closed off for way too long. Maybe you were afraid to meet new people, go and explore some more. You thought this was it, this is everything, this is all there is to life. But when we think like that, we almost insult the universe, because they say, oh, you doubt me for 1 second? Okay, well, since you believe it, here, stay stuck. So, they really have no mercy sometimes. I mean, but that's beautiful because that pain, the mercilessness, allows us to give in, to beg for mercy. And then that's when the magic happens. You need to be stronger. Believe in yourself more. Be more braver. You need to practice. You need to rehearse. You need to study, gain more knowledge and wisdom and insight. There's so much more to this world than you could ever possibly conceive. And even once you get there, you still don't know anything because that's life. And meeting others in this way once in a while will help you expand your mind so you can attract more abundance in your life. But don't do it just to attract more. Do it because you can attract more to help more. Does that make sense? People need to hear what you have to say. I think you will also be asked to speak in this place that you are being drawn to go. Okay? Either it's something that really connects with you, go. Or someone is really actually almost making you go and you have to go. So, that's it. Thank you, pick a card 3, and thank you, Poopsies, for watching and enjoying my video. Again, subscribe and tap the bell. Hit all notifications so you can see my new videos every single week. I love you all from the bottom of my heart and soul and spirit. May you continue to be blessed and favored in your lives. May you continue to do magic for other people, to be the magic in their lives, and to continue to contribute to society in a bright, beautiful, abundant, blessing way, in a positive